Good evening. I've been thinking a lot lately about a quote that we decided to put on our hoodies for Unlock, one of our latest projects. It was a lot about dreams and about living life to achieve dreams and to pursue something greater. To, as Nietzsche said, die trying the impossible. And I think that it is crazy and it's most likely the thing that gives me energy throughout the day, throughout the days, months, and years. Because whenever I've been feeling kind of empty or just not energized and not wanting to do things, it was mainly because I was not actively looking for something bigger than myself. And I was just being okay with what is around me already and just not wanting more. That is a great thing because it is not bad to just acknowledge what you do have and appreciate it. It is absolutely needed. And that is probably the number one thing you need to have inside yourself to reach happiness or just be happy in your life. But at the same time, the spark and the life that pursuing something greater than yourself gives you is unmatched. When you wake up and you know you're working towards something that is almost impossible, and everybody you know and knows about what you're doing just tells you openly that it can't work, it is almost impossible, and it is a crazy thing. From one side, you kind of feel like it's bad because it's not a safe thing to do. It's not like the safe route, we can say, of life. But at the same time, you're basically doing something that nobody else is doing or trying. And at the same time, I feel like you're living fully. You're actually making the most out of your existence, and you are actually actively being the main character inside your story. And that is probably one of the most important things you can do with your life. Now, about actually living to achieve something greater, I think one of the most important things and one of the things I struggled with the most is finding that thing. Because, you can work towards achieving many, many things. Like, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm working towards making people live into Mars and colonize Mars. I'm not saying it's not right, but it is not right unless you deeply feel like that is your dream, that is your purpose in life. As a Christian, I deeply believe that we are born and put inside this world with a written purpose, and part of our mission in life is to understand what is our purpose, and then the second phase is just live fully towards that goal. And yeah, basically you gotta find that. You gotta find that purpose. And it's not just gonna be like, okay, I like this thing, that's it. Or I'm happy for you if it does, but for me it is not. It has not been, and it probably won't be like that. I been doing a lot of work recently about introspection, about actually trying to understand myself better and trying to understand what I like and dislike the most. And actually understanding what you hate the most has been helpful a lot. And yeah, it's about really finding what you resonate the most with. That is the first step. And then the second step is gonna be understanding how you're gonna achieve that thing or just leaving that state that you want to achieve, or maybe even just understanding how does that work, what are the next steps, and how am I gonna make it. And of course it's not gonna be like a clear thing in the first steps of this. It can't be, or maybe you can feel like it's a clear path, but most likely it's not gonna be like that. But I feel like that is like one of the greatest things that can happen. Like you can write out a plan, a path that you gotta follow, but the chances that you're actually gonna be following 100% that path are really low. So you just really gotta leave it to faith and hope for the best. But as I was saying before, you gotta really believe that you're pursuing your life purpose. So you gotta strongly believe that no matter what happens, the twist that life gives you, the problems or whatever, it is somehow gonna work, or somehow it is how it's meant to be. And this is one of the hardest things, by the way, to not give up when it feels like everything is not going the right way. And obviously, one of the easiest ways to fix that is through knowing that and believing that that is your life purpose and you're made for this. So, knowing that whatever happens is happening for a reason. So, let it happen.